What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. So today is going to be kind of a shorter video. I'm just going to be recapping my GAC, kind of giving you guys my whole experience with the new format, and we'll be talking about Zam Omicron specifically and how I think it performed on defense and whether or not I'm going to keep it for defense next season, and kind of just go through the teams and give you guys like just my overall general opinion of how the season went. So first of all, my best GAC by far. I went 8-4, which again, it's not. I feel like it's not bad. It's an average of 2-1. I did go 3-0 one week, and then one week I went 1-2. But for an account like mine, where it's a lot of theory crafting, and I develop a lot of characters that you don't really need, I was struggling for about a year in GAC. Constantly being behind a GL or two GLs, so having all GLs really helped. And I don't know. I just feel like the matchmaking got better as the weeks went on. So I definitely had a lot of fun, especially since I fought a couple of you guys. So there was a lot of my viewers that reached out to me, or I reached out to you guys, and that was really fun being able to fight you guys, and you guys can watch the stream and see how your defense does. But yeah, let's get into the GAC history here. So let's start off with week 1. My defenses. So I don't think my opponent really hit my bounty hunter team here. My first opponent, no, yeah, he didn't do much. Lord Wolf. This is the guy that gave me the Bad Batch footage. So let's look for his Bad Batch team. So right here, am I okay with this trade? He only loses a banner. I mean, he does have really good Bad Batch. Like, honestly, like, they're almost all Relic-8, and they're all, like, extremely well modded, so I don't feel super terrible about it. He did give me defensive footage, but I do think this is a win in his favor. Definitely don't think this is an even trade, for me at least. So, let's go to round 3. Believe this person, if I remember correctly. I think he sent in DR. Yeah, right here. So DR, it's kind of interesting here. Is this is like the first week, so this is before like you start seeing a lot of DR Talons. I feel like DR Talon was like born week 2 and 3. That's when you just start seeing them everywhere. Is this a good trade for me? I mean, I got the hold, so I guess technically yes. But if Talon was on that team, I feel like he probably could have won. The problem with the DR team against Boss is DR is constantly debuffing himself and his teammates, so it's kind of hard to trigger that death mark mechanic because the Boss team is just, every time Ferocity gets put on the Sith Empires, they're just healing the bounty hunter. So I don't think he attempted it again. No. So DR, it's okay. I mean, I said it's an old, I don't want to say old DR team, but Talon's not there, and Talon is definitely the new flavor for Darth Revan teams. So let's go over to week 2. Yes, week 2. Ah, there it is. Okay, so he used SLKR, lost 3 characters surprisingly. That's actually pretty interesting there, because typically I don't really see you losing any characters, but I'm assuming what happened here is my opponent probably didn't go straight for Zam. If you go straight for Zam and kill her with SLKR, my team loses all their bonuses and they just become normal bounty hunters. So I'm assuming he probably didn't go for Zam right away, which is why he was able to lose characters. Obviously I was able to draw a GL. That's cool. That's great. That's definitely a win for me. I'm okay with this trade, and he didn't get great banners. So yeah, let's go to round 3. I believe this entire week is just SLKRs. Troopers. Okay, so right here, this trooper fail. It's 0 minutes 0 seconds, which means he backed out. I'm assuming what happened here is he probably just didn't do the math right, or just didn't do the math at all. Like, some people are, it's week 2, so some people aren't really used to seeing Omicrons, or maybe they were just like kind of still caught off guard by them, or just kind of forgot. Because I'll be honest, guys, if you outspeed this team with troopers, there is no reason why you should not win. Like, straight up. There's no mechanic here that prevents a turn meter train just running over this team. So I'm assuming he just didn't do the math right. Obviously, we're outspeeding everybody because we're all like 400 speed or something like that with the Zam Omicron. So that's probably what happened there. He took an SLKR. Again, Very, very surprising results. Lost 4 characters. Also, all the protection on SLKR. So again, I think this is one of those instances where did not go for Zam first, so the whole team pretty much kept their bonuses, the speed, offense, the protection gain, so it made this team a lot harder to fight. But very happy with this trade. I'm not really going to count this because this is probably just a a speed check error, so I don't want to really log that as a victory, but able to draw out a GL and get bad banners, that's pretty good for us. So let's go to round 3. Round 3, I believe it's another SLKR. Okay, so deja vu. Almost same exact thing. I think the same exact thing happened here. 0 minutes, 0 seconds. So I really do think this person probably just, is not familiar with the Omicron because we're only into week 2 and they just didn't do the speed check correctly, or I don't know. I really don't think if you know your troopers are not going to outrun a team you're going up against, I know most players will not take them in. This is a very low relic trooper team anyways. I think this might even be a gear 12 range trooper. So yeah, I don't think this person took this team on purpose thinking, I want to let this whole bounty hunter team get 2 turns and then my troopers will win. No, I'm pretty sure it's just a calculation error. And you might want to keep those in mind. You might want to say, if you're at that lower level of GAC, you might be able to get away with this, because a lot of people that don't pay attention to the forums or watch videos, they sometimes just forget about Omicrons or mechanics or how they work. So you might be able to trip people up like that. And then here we do have a pretty. I wouldn't say this is a clean win because you are missing banners, but this is much cleaner than the SLKRs that we have been seeing in the previous round. So this person probably took out Zam. And like I said, once Zam dies, all of those stats that she shares go with her. So this is a much better GL cleanup, I would say. But again, we drew out a GL for a non-GL. So that's kind of interesting. We got 3 SLKRs on a week. So let's go to week 3. All right, week 3. Let's look. I don't remember what happened here. Okay, another GL. Took Ray in against Bosk, and we actually were ready to take out 1 character, which is surprising for Ray. That's pretty interesting. I'm wondering how he died. Probably had to be for like Boba or Django or something like that. But 58 banners against Ray. Yeah, I mean, we drew out another GL. So far, we've drawn out 4 GLs. That's kind of cool, I guess. So we'll go to the next round here. Another GL. So I think this person, this is obviously like the highest banners we've seen with a GL against Bounty Hunters defense. Jedi Knight Luke lead is pretty good, guys. Pretty good, and like I said, once you, I mean, this is a really good counter. Like this entire Omicron setup is all around speed, and Luke just gets rid of all your speed. Still able to take away 2 banners, but I'm pretty sure some of these banners, like Ezra's right here. I'm pretty sure this 1 banner off of Ezra is probably from like a thermal detonator from Zam. Maybe it's just like 1 little hit. You know what I mean? I'm okay with this. Using JML. I mean, this is essentially almost a Lord Vader counter. If you just swap the leads here. But yeah, I'm cool with this. I'm cool with that. All right, round 3. Let's see where we go. Where do we go? Gas. I am actually a lot happier to see this versus a GL taking on Bounty Hunters out, because Gas is such a universal team. Really, like, just the mechanics of Gas. Gas, in my opinion, is still really overpowered, guys. I mean, yeah, it's cool to draw out a GL, but I don't think that's going to last forever. But using Gas here, and then, Gas is always... You're never going to get good banners with Gas. Never. So, this is pretty typical for a Gas team on offense. You just lose everyone's protection, essentially. Alright, week 4. So this is what's interesting. This is what I want to talk about a lot here. CLS. Now, I already knew CLS counters the Zam Omicron with Bosk, or whoever you put, Zam with. I've done it myself. I've seen like a Gear 12 Zam around Relic Bounty Hunters. I'll take in CLS, destroy the Zam, and it's just a regular Bounty Hunter team. He was able to do that as well. So, and my Zam's Relic 9, I have her modded with a boatload of protection, and I just want to make her as thick as possible. That way, I was trying to prevent this. So I'm actually kind of happy that I could see this, because now I can let you guys know, like, even with the Relic 9 Zam, like, if you guys want, you can take a look at my Zam real quick. Protection, health. Yeah, maybe this circle here should be protection. But I mean, like, I guess I could have given her defense mods, but I mean, really, at that point, I think we're trying a little bit too hard there. I don't think we're going to be benefiting on defense mods on a really squishy character like that. So here are the numbers. That way you can see these a little bit better. I have my Zam at 70,000 health, 69,000, basically 70,000 protection as well before boss lead and before she adds bonuses to herself. So CLS, only dropping 2 banners is pretty good. Am I happy that I drew out CLS? I don't know. I feel like there's not a single Relic 8 here. I kind of feel a little bit butthurt that this team was able to take out mine. I do definitely think that this trade is in my opponent's favor. Okay, round 2. Another CLS team, guys. Another CLS team, this time only 1 banner. And this one has even less relics. Less relics. So I'm just kind of, you know, be warned, guys. Like, this is I do not feel comfortable with this trade. I mean, again, it depends on your defense and depends on your offense on what you're trying to accomplish here, but I do think this is a good trade in my opponent's favor. And then we'll go to round 3. And I bet you guys can guess what they used if you're starting to pick up on the pattern. CLS again. CLS again, only 2 banners dropped. I mean, like, just barely 2 banners too. I mean, look at Han and 3PO. They're just right there. So this one looks better, at least. I mean, we have a couple more R7s. But yeah, no, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. It's just, you know, you guys could have a fully decked out Relic 9 Bounty Hunter team, but CLS is still going to beat it. And a lot of people were probably saying, like, yeah, well, why didn't you do this from the start? I wanted to test it against my Bounty Hunters. I really wanted to push the limit and see if we can make this CLS proof. Now, are there ways we can make this CLS proof? Absolutely. We could try different leads. But if we do different leads, all that does is it opens up the door to other teams being able to counter us. So if we do Dengar lead or Aura lead or Django lead, it's just going to open up the doors to other teams countering Bounty Hunters. I do think Bosk is probably one of the more stable, safer leads, but again, CLS just counters it. Am I going to take Bounty Hunters on offense? I mean, I'm sorry, not offense. Am I going to take Zam Omicron specifically on offense, or am I going to leave it on defense? I think I'm going to go offense. I really think I'm going to go offense Season 2 of the new GAC, only because I'm starting to run into this problem, and I'm sure you guys are right there with me, of, where is it? This team. I have to send in GAC for really bad banners, mind you, to catch up and beat these 350, 370 Darth Revan teams with Talon. You know, the Talon doesn't even have to be Relic. It could just be a 4-star gear, whatever, Talon. It's just the fact that Darth Revan is 350 plus 20 speed or 340 plus 20, whatever it is. Bounty Hunters are going to go back to being a DR counter, which is something I'm not looking forward to because I think it's a little bit boring, and that, you know, Bounty Hunters have been slapping DR around for quite a bit. Now, DR gets an upgrade, so it's like, oh, now we got to go take that team out. But again, it would be for good banners and Star Killer. I do not have Star Killer yet, so I am kind of at like a half GL disadvantage, so to speak. And I do think if my opponent said Star Killer on defense, that Zam Omicron is going to be my pretty much my out to that. Well, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this kind of gives you some insight on Bounty Hunters on defense versus offense, and, you know, maybe you'll try defense this time, maybe you'll try offense next time. I don't think defense is bad. I think it really does matter on where you're at in the game, how many Bounty Hunters you have, and really, like, kind of your overall goal. But I just want to show you guys, like, even with my super awesome, like, roided out Bounty Hunters, yeah, we might be able to, like, you know, trick our opponents into throwing GLs at us, which I think is a fantastic win. I really don't care what the banners they get on there is. But then again, you have teams like CLS that could be like Relic 5, and they can completely just destroy your team. So something to keep in mind. You know, I mean, if you want to draw out your opponent's CLS to set your CLS, or, you know, if you want to set gas and Bounty Hunters, so it's like, oh, your opponent uses CLS against gas and Bounty Hunters, and they can only pick one counter. I mean, that is also a valid strategy. So not saying it's bad on defense, but me personally, I'm going to go offense next time. And I'm going to see what I can do on offense, and then we'll go from there and kind of compare, you know, Season 2 versus Season 1. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.